Let me tell you guys something. This P. Diddy case and his whole situation, him being Diddy, who he is, you know what? It registered with me on different things. One thing is when people is tired of seeing you, they want you out the way, okay? Because let me tell you about my brother. P. Diddy living his best to the top elite. You understand me? I mean, he's just living his life out in the open. He live his life like I do, live out loud. He all down there in Miami on the surfer bike crossing the ocean. Yeah, yeah. Okay. He all out there in that luxury condominium that he have and out there on the balcony. I love the world. Living his best life. You understand me? All in New York City, hanging out the limousine. New York. You know, this man living his best life out loud in front of people who didn't have as much as he had. One thing I do know for sure, when people ain't got as much as you got, and I'm just using him as an example, okay? He done did as much dirt. Let's just say he did as much dirt and he still got money. And all those people that was involved with him, they ain't hardly got no money. They got to sue him for money. They got to do this and do that to get money from him. You know, people get tired of seeing that after a while because they not living their life and they feel like he should pay something. He should pay the price. This is why I say when you have done as much, you kind of have to sit back down a little bit. You got to sit like in a corner or something because people don't want to see you out there like that. You know, I can see him every once in a while going out with his kids, going out to eat dinner. But at some point in the stage, you kind of have to live life on the back burner and put your kids in the front. And then on top of that, when his son that looks like him shows himself, when you read those comments, they get sick of looking at him because he look like his daddy. Well, you need to be right with your daddy. Oh, you next. You going to jail too. How can you say that about this man's son just because he look like, oh, you want to be just like your daddy? If you want to be like your daddy, you need to be sitting in jail with your daddy. They on this man's son like, oh, you looking like you're just such a disgrace to look like him. I mean, they really down this man's son because he looked like him. That's why I say when people get tired of you, now I know he done did some crime because wherever there was smoke, there's fire. So he done did some things. But after a while, people get tired of you seeing you because they not living like you. They feel like they should have just as much as you do. And they feel like it's time for you to sit down. Matter of fact, they wouldn't care if he died today or tomorrow. They is sick of Daddy. They sick of Puff Daddy. They sick of Puffy. So that's what I know about people. When they get sick of you, it could be me. I can be living my best life. And I like to live out loud. I ain't ashamed, goddamn. I like to live. You understand me? My thing is this, but when people get sick of you, they get sicker and sicker. And you know, it could be jealousy. I'm just saying. It could be jealousy because his life is like a labyrinth. He live over the top. I just know when people get sick of you, they don't want to see you no more. They don't feel like you need to be living that life. I don't know how he built his empire, but I just know people sick of him. And I feel like when you've done as much dirt, you kind of have to live. You kind of ain't going to say like no hermit, but you kind of have to live your life off social media. That's what I'm going to say. He should have lived his life off of social media, because when he was out on social media talking about his Love album and talking about just living his life, he had a debt to pay. They didn't want to see that. And that just made me think about other people. People don't want to see you. They really don't. Yeah.